The one lie about confidence that most people tell you or that most people believe is that either you have it or you don't. Either you're born with it or you're not. But I am living proof that you can have zero confidence and master it very quickly as long as you have the blueprint for it. Because confidence is something that you can learn. Today I'm going to teach you how to instantly be more confident, the secrets behind it, and make sure that you watch out until the end because I will be giving you my #1 secret to be the most confident person in the room wherever you go. But really quickly, I'm Son of Kim, America's face of dating, and I've helped over 100,000 people in 30 different countries attract and date the woman of their dreams. And if you'd like to book a call to see if you qualify to work with me personally, then click the link in the description below. As I stated before, I am living proof that you can start with zero confidence and learn how to be instantly more confident as long as you follow the formula. This means that when you're around women, you will be the man they envision marrying. When you're around your friends, you will be the man that they aspire to be. And with confidence, you can really run the show. But I never started with booming confidence, kind of like the captain of the football team, and you probably didn't either. Chances are that you came to a point in your life where you said enough is enough, something's got to change. I don't know what I have to do, but it's time for something to be different. When I was younger and in school and after my parents' divorce, my brother and I got bullied pretty heavily. It's because getting divorced in our area was such a taboo topic. It literally never happened, and so all the families in the area were like, don't involve yourself with these kids because they have a toxic family. So it wasn't uncommon for me to get beaten up, and whenever we had team games, I was always the one that felt like I was just kind of there. Like I wasn't wanted there, but I was the person that nobody could get rid of. I was always picked last, and it was really embarrassing because all the guys that were like literally garbage at the game, they would still get picked over me. That takes a toll on a young kid's confidence level, especially because the brain and the mind, they're still developing, and so you can only imagine the toll it took on my confidence. And so at school, it felt like I wasn't wanted, and then when my parents got divorced, they had to commit bankruptcy, which means that whenever I needed something like, a school lunch, they would get mad as Literally, my mom would cry because she had no money, and then my dad, he was mad too because he was struggling financially as well. I was extremely isolated, and also I was extremely outcasted. Whenever you make a kid feel like they're not wanted wherever they go, it ruins their confidence. Because literally, I had no friends at home, and then I had no friends at school, so it felt like wherever I went, I just wasn't even wanted to be there. So my mind automatically assumed that I was nothing more than a germ in people's lives. And when you hit the point that you're telling yourself, something must be wrong with me, that's the point which your confidence is at its lowest. We then take this belief and we carry it with us for a long time. Literally, some of the 40 and 50-year-olds that I coach, they still struggle with past trauma like this. They literally go their entire lives feeling like they're worthless. And that was my belief. Imagine trying to get a date and then you're telling yourself, no one has ever liked you, so why would she even be the first? You will not be able to communicate confidently when the little voice in your head is telling you that. Every single person that I have ever coached, and you watching this right now, if you're not confident, then you are taking an experience from the past and letting it determine who you are right now, currently. Perhaps it's a big rejection from a girl that you were waiting years to ask out. Maybe you took a risk financially and lost. Or maybe it's something that even ruined a relationship with your friends or your family. Because here's a little secret, is that everybody is naturally born with confidence. It's after the fact that we start hanging around people that tell us that we're worthless or make us feel unwanted that we begin to believe this. Something happened from birth that has shaped your belief about yourself and has taken a toll on your confidence. And that's the first lesson about confidence, is that if you are hanging around toxic people that are making you feel like less than your worth, you have to cut them off. It's not optional, this is mandatory. And if you are hearing this right now and you are seeing somebody specifically in your head, chances are that is the person that you need to distance yourself from. I understand if you don't want to directly cut them off, but at least you have to start fading away from them slowly. But you would much rather be alone than with bad company. And this includes people that don't support you chasing your vision and your purpose. People that also have unreasonable expectations of you. And of course, this could be family, it could be a spouse, it could be your brother, your sister, etc. But let's talk about an actual blueprint and an actual method to be instantly more confident that you have never heard of before. And this blueprint is something that I learned from my very first mentor, Jason Capital, and it was really around the time when he released his program Status. But I also happened to be watching the show 2.5 Men at the time. I think I was around like 16 years old, and I shouldn't have been watching that show at the time, but I was like infatuated with this character named Charlie. And he had this brother named Alan, and you could tell completely just by looking at them who was higher status and who was lower status. Charlie would always have these witty and these snappy comebacks. The girls would always tease him and challenge him, and he always had something to say, and he always ended up in bed with them every single time. Versus Alan, who was like the typical nice guy and kind of like needy and very weird. There was clearly a difference with their confidence levels. I personally feared running out of things to say in conversation, and so what I was told to do was to play this thing called the mirror game. Basically, you mirror those who are already confident in getting success, at least getting the success that you want. And this may be a little uncomfortable at first, but after you master this, oh, you are going to be 100 times better than the people that do not know this. And here's how to actually do it. Let's say, for example, that I'm talking to a girl and she throws me a test. You're so stupid. The old me never knew how to handle a test like this, and I also never knew really how to respond to it. But instead of answering as Selna, I thought to myself, if this was Charlie, then what would he say? And then I put myself in Charlie's shoes for a second, and then I responded to her how I thought that he would. And so I said, is this why you copy me on all my exams? She started laughing and she was like, I don't copy you. And I was like, yeah, right, that's what a copier would say. Instantly, this gave me control over the entire conversation. I have people that I coach today that will be in the same situation that I was years ago, and they'll be like, okay, if I was Selna Kim, what would I say then? And their answer is something they think that I would say, and it brings them incredible results. Over time, as you do this, you begin to mold yourself into this character, and you begin to intertwine it with who you really are, and it brings this confident and charismatic personality that you've never seen before. But remember that all it takes is the courage to actually try this out, and then watch how people respond to you differently. That is how to instantly be more confident, and also the blueprint to being the most confident person in the room. Make sure to check out our other videos about flirting secrets that they do not want you to know, and let me know in the comments what you want to hear more of. I'm Selna Kim, America's face of dating, and I'll see you in the next video.